Arsenal booking Cardiff pre-season date after Manchester City face-off confirmed. Arsenal are confirmed to face Manchester City in the FA Community Shield in Cardiff. Pep Guardiola's side won the FA Cup against Chelsea. Arsenal are guaranteed to take part in the summer's Community Shield, following Manchester City's victory in the FA Cup over Chelsea on Saturday afternoon. Antoine Semenyo scored the only goal of the game to help Pep Guardiola lift his second piece of silverware for the season. Both the Gunners and City remain locked in a battle to win the Premier League title, with Arsenal 2 points ahead with 2 games to play. Because only Arsenal or Man City can finish in the top 2 spots, it guarantees that both will be the competitors for the Community Shield. Either City will be the FA Cup winners versus the league winners, Arsenal, or it will be the league and cup winners, City, against league runners-up Arsenal. This year, the game is not played at Wembley, and instead at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. It will be the first time this fixture has been hosted there since 2006, when the venue was still called the Millennium Stadium. The match is set to take place on Sunday, August 16th, 1 week before the start of the new Premier League season, which happens to be the latest it has ever begun. Arsenal may yet have a game just before, if they beat Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League final. The winner of the elite European competition will face the winner of the UEFA Europa League final, contested by SC Freiburg and Aston Villa, in the UEFA Super Cup on Wednesday, August 12th in Salzburg. So far, Arsenal have only announced one pre-season match, August 5th in Dublin, against Real Betis. Football.London understands there are ongoing discussions about a potential trip to Spain, but whether this includes a pre-season friendly, a behind-closed-doors match, or just a training excursion has not yet been decided. This has been very much down to the potential for Arsenal to be involved in both the Community Shield and the Super Cup, in addition to the upheaval caused by the World Cup, which will delay any of the squad's international stars from returning in time for any pre-season games. Arsenal fans might want to keep an eye on the FA Cup final on Saturday, as a Manchester City win would guarantee the Gunners a spot in the 2026 Community Shield. A lot is still up in the air with Arsenal's season and the coming summer, but one thing that could be confirmed on Saturday is whether or not the Gunners will qualify for the Community Shield game in Cardiff in August. That's because a Manchester City win over Chelsea would confirm City as one of the 2 participants in the Community Shield game to face the winner of the Premier League. But as only Manchester City and Arsenal are mathematically capable of winning the Premier League, either Arsenal will qualify as Premier League winners, or Arsenal would qualify as the Premier League runner-up. City win both competitions. The only way Arsenal can fail to qualify for the Community Shield is if Chelsea win the FA Cup and City win the Premier League, which is still a possibility at this stage. But a City FA Cup win would take that option off the table and confirm Arsenal's involvement. The Community Shield will be played at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff on Sunday, August 16th, rather than the usual venue of Wembley. The FA have confirmed that Wembley is unavailable on Saturday, August 15th or Sunday, August 16th due to pre-planned concerts. Music artist The Weeknd will be performing at the ground on both days. As a result, the game will return to Cardiff for the first time since 2006. The FA add that further details about the game will be announced as soon as possible once the teams involved are known, which could well be today. The participants for the FA Community Shield, held before the start of the new English football season, have been confirmed. Manchester City and Arsenal will face off for the trophy. On May 16th, Manchester City defeated Chelsea 1-0 in the FA Cup final. With this victory, the citizens not only secured the domestic cup but also earned their spot in the Community Shield. This will be another crucial match for Pep Guardiola's side. The Community Shield is a significant fixture that highlights a team's preparation, morale, and ambitions ahead of the new season. Manchester City's opponent will be Arsenal. The London club qualified for this match by guaranteeing at least a second-place finish at Premier League, promising fans another major showdown. In recent years, City and Arsenal have become primary rivals in English football. On one side, there is Guardiola's experienced, trophy-laden squad. On the other, the rising gunners under Mikel Arteta, who are fighting seriously for the title. The Community Shield match will take place on August 16th at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. The stadium is set to host another grand football night. For context, there are still 2 rounds left in the Premier League season. Currently, Arsenal leads the table with 79 points, while Manchester City sits in second with 77 points, trailing by just 2. Therefore, the rivalry between Arsenal and City is not limited to the Community Shield. They are currently exerting intense pressure on each other in the title race, adding even more intrigue to the August 16th match. If Arsenal finish the season as champions, the Community Shield will be a classic clash between the league winners and the FA Cup holders. Regardless of the outcome, the 2 strongest teams in England will face off. In short, even before the new season begins, a major spectacle awaits the fans. City and Arsenal will meet again. There is only one trophy at stake, but the intrigue is enough to last the entire season.